Hey guys, and welcome back to Unstable Opinions. You got me, Gabe, and I'm joined by my two friends, Nick and Chris. Oh, sorry, was that too fast for you guys? If it was, you guys cannot handle what we're going to be talking about in this episode. Spoiler alert, it's Sonic.
I'm Chris,
Sonic movie.
and I hated that.
I'm Nick, and I kind of like that.
Well, I guess I hit the middle of the...
Foreshadowing for the discussion.
I'm Gabe, and I thought it was okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, spoiler alert. We're going to talk about Sonic. I mean, that's an exaggeration of my feelings. We're going to talk about the Sonic movie, but first, this is the Unstable Opinions podcast.
I said that just really fast.
But I'm doing the rundown like I do every week.
Oh yeah, that's cool, dude.
Yeah, so if you're new here, this is a bi-weekly podcast where we review a movie or a game, and before that we go over some recent news and we talk about what we've all been playing and watching. So that's Gabe, as you heard. I'm Chris, and then the only person
other
left,
one.
the other one.
It's not Nick.
That we don't
Captain
really.
Knock.
Okay.
Facts, right?
Are you gonna legally change your name to Knock?
One day.
Okay.
You're just gonna raise a lot of questions.
I will not introduce you as Knock on the podcast.
Knock knock.
You have to do that yourself. Please
Shut
don't.
up. That was the worst.
Please don't. Okay.
Hard pass.
So, now we're gonna get into the actual podcast after that terrible intro. It's
okay,
1
the best
a.m.
news. PewDiePie's back.
PewDiePie's back.
Before we talk about that,
But we're not gonna talk about that now.
I just want to say it's 1:14 in the morning right now. Every time we say we're gonna record earlier, we end up recording later somehow.
This is Chris's sister's fault.
So, we just it's late. So if we sound tired, that's why.
I'm not tired actually. I'm pretty good.
I'm pretty tired, but I'm gonna
good.
try to keep the energy up because it seems wrong that I have the least energy in the video about Sonic.
Yeah, right?
Okay, so you guys want to talk about PewDiePie?
PewDiePie's back.
It's been 30 days of just wondering why I'm alive, really. I thought that maybe during this break I could find myself, but I really just find myself wanting PewDiePie back.
You've been wearing the same PewDiePie Party Pewds underwear for 3 years straight. What do you call that?
Addiction.
Yeah.
Worship.
Worship?
It was a SpongeBob
I know, but I
reference.
didn't remember the word.
God, I thought I could trust you.
I was gonna say mermaid magic.
No.
But yeah, he has come back.
He has come back.
And he dropped the meme review today,
Well,
so
yeah,
that's
as
all
of
that
2
matters.
days ago from when we're recording this. This is going up when?
This upcoming Friday.
Yeah, so it's been about a week when you guys are hearing this of
Yeah.
PewDiePie. But
2 weeks ago from when we talked about it.
it is fresh for us. We're living the happy life now.
Well, me and Gabe are. Chris doesn't.
Chris is just a sad little infant boy
I'm a
who
sad, strange
is
little man.
ignorant to the real wonders of the earth. But it's okay, because
It's
we love
okay.
him anyway.
No, we don't.
Well, we have
Well,
to
you
say
kind of
that
have
we
to,
do.
because you've only got 2/3 of a podcast without me
Yeah, and he does really all the talking.
and editing.
We need him. Yeah. So I mean, who else is gonna do the editing?
Are you guys
Nick,
gonna do a different podcast without me?
You want to?
You
I
haven't
picked someone, right?
you haven't checked out Stable Opinions, then have you?
Oh god, all the other videos are gone. No, you just muted my parts.
Yeah.
Like
Stable
we
Opinions.
about every time you talk.
jeez. Okay.
Well,
so,
yeah, that's about that.
moving on.
He does memes, guys. Check out Tuber Simulator. It's a great app.
You don't need to advertise for a YouTuber that's like infinitely more popular than us.
But I want to.
Okay.
He's gonna
Anyway.
thank me for it.
Anyway. Now for the actual news. The I don't even. I know you can't see it right now, but they're doing some fucking weirdo shit over there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, this is recent news for us. So, I feel like this podcast is almost like, have you ever watched the Mr. Show sketch about the call-in radio show where they tape the shows a week in advance? Like everyone's calling about the topic from like the week before because that's what they're watching, but they're recording the next one. That's what this is.
That's why we do it. We record bi-weekly,
and that's why we pick the topics ourselves. Anyway, what I'm actually going to talk about. So recently, Nintendo had a direct focused on Animal Crossing: New Horizons, and I played Animal Crossing: New Leaf on the 3DS, and I liked it, but I felt like I couldn't like commit myself to it just because it didn't really hold my interest. And then when I came back after not playing it for a while, they're like, you haven't played this. You haven't visited your town. You're the mayor of the town, and you haven't been in the town in 3 months. Like, everyone's moved away, and there's weeds everywhere, and the town is just in chaos.
You said that?
What are you going to do about it?
All I could think about was, that's all the time I have. I
got to get back to playing
Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
That's what Reggie's doing in retirement.
I mean, that's what he's doing right now. It's all the time he had.
So, that's all the time I've got, and then he just dies.
Mm-hmm. That's all the time I got.
Anyway. So even though I wasn't super into New Leaf, New Horizons looks really good. I really like. I think the thing that's drawing me to it is the fact that there's more customization options for your town than ever before. Like you can actually like terraform the terrain of the island and like make your own like ramps and stuff.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, because I'm not sure this is how it works. I think everyone like when you start up Animal Crossing, everyone gets like a randomly generated world. I think that's how it's always been. But you couldn't really do much to like move things around. Well, I mean, you've had more options as the games have gone on, but this one, it seems like you have more freedom than ever before, and I feel like those extra customization options are going to be what would draw me in, because if I can actually
Minecraft to me.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was thinking
Minecraft.
about Minecraft while I was watching that, because it's like if I can actually have an island like that where I can actually fully customize everything, I feel like that's the sort of thing that I would get invested in.
I never played Animal Crossing, so I thought that's kind of what you were able to do before. Is move
I think you could do it to an
around.
extent.
Yeah,
you could do it to an extent, but there were certain
but you couldn't edit
limitations.
the terrain or anything like that.
No, I don't think so.
I thought you could have done it the whole time.
No,
but that's interesting now.
And like they showed like examples of like what you can do with it, and it looks like the kind of thing I would get really into. So I'm thinking about picking that game up. But it also makes me curious when we're gonna get like a full Nintendo Direct, because everyone's been asking for one, and it's like we had the Pokemon Direct in January, and then everyone's like, "Where's the Nintendo Direct?" And then they have the Animal Crossing Direct. So when they do eventually announce a full Nintendo Direct, because it's been a long time since we've had one of those, it makes me wonder like what is going to be in it.
Because we don't have any other than Animal Crossing and Pokemon Deluxe.
We pretty much don't know anything about what's coming out this year.
Smash characters. We got Steve from Minecraft.
We got Steve from Minecraft. We got Master Chief.
We got to bring Sackboy in. Come on.
Yeah, Nathan Drake.
Come on. Paper Mario.
Dude, I would actually cry.
It'll never happen.
The Blob.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That would make me cry.
Yeah, but that's never gonna happen.
That's a story for my YouTube channel probably like a week from now.
Imagine if they put in the Blob before Paper Mario.
I would totally love that. I would be totally on board with that.
Yeah, it just doesn't make
sense. That
sense.
will never happen. He will never get in the game. But I would love that. No, Paper Mario has... I mean, you're probably right about Paper Mario, actually.
Yeah.
But he has a much greater chance of getting in than DeBlob.
Yes, but it's still never going to happen.
Yeah. Look for a DeBlob video on my YouTube channel. It's very soon.
They're coming out.
Anyway, next item, the Robert Pattinson Batman suit got revealed. I think it might have. I don't think it was revealed before we filmed the last podcast.
No, it was revealed like a couple days ago.
Well, no, there was the screen test, not the screen test. It was like the camera test or whatever of like of it in the darkness. Was it a couple days ago? It feels like it was way longer ago.
No, because like I think it was a week ago when they dropped that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Ago, the pictures came out.
It was a week ago that they dropped that, and then recently there's actual like footage of them filming like a bike chase with Robert Pattinson in the suit.
That was actually the stunt double.
Yeah, I was gonna correct
It's
myself.
still
Just now and say
same suit.
it's
though.
the same suit.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna
So-
do now is actually look up a live picture from the first time I've ever seen the suit. I'm gonna
Oh, you haven't
react
seen
to
it yet?
So I'm gonna react to it right now. All right.
Okay. Yeah. What did you think of the suit,
Oh.
Nick?
I think it's my favorite out of all the Batsuits so far.
Really?
Is it this one?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Because like
That's really modern. Like it looks like kind of like
it
half,
looks like a mix of all
carbon
the different
and metal.
Batsuits, which is why I like it.
Yeah. I like it. I feel like
It's kind of what's weird to me is I like the cowl
yeah.
a lot, but the bat symbol looks.
I was
kinda
gonna
weird.
say I like the bat symbol and the cowl was weird to me
I thought the
because
cowl
I feel
was
like
good.
when I was looking at it straight on in the bike race, I feel like it was like round, and it was a little
Well,
bit weird.
See, this picture I'm looking at is kind of from the side. My
Yeah.
phone's like frozen up, so I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
But
I thought it was like I don't know. I'm not a costume designer by any stretch of the imagination. I thought like it was a little weird at first. I feel like when I actually see it in the movie, I'll get used to it. But overall, I think it's good.
So the one thing I liked about the bat symbol is that I was like looking at like watching videos and reading stuff.
I know
about-
there's people saying it was the
Like, it
gun
can be
that
the
killed
gun that-
his
yeah.
parents. Yeah,
because it's that same gunmetal.
yeah.
it looks. Yeah, that's right. It looks like a handle.
That's
at
like
the end.
super edgy shit.
That is really edgy.
I'm hoping for
This
a
is the
rated R
gun that
Batman
killed my
movie.
parents.
Fuck you, I'm Batman.
Fuck you, I'm Batman.
Fuck Batman. Can we trust?
No, that's not. That's
Robin.
Robin.
But Robin says it like that too. He's like,
Yeah, he's
fuck
like,
Batman. Anyway.
Yeah, I think it's all right though. It's not bad. It's very modern. It's very like there's metal parts in it. There's carbon. It's cool. It's
very cool.
It's fresh. It's edgy. It's on.
It's hip with the kids.
Yeah, the kids are gonna love it.
kids
They're
are
gonna
gonna love
buy
it.
it. They're gonna spend money.
Okay, moving on.
So this is related to the Sonic movie, which we're going to talk about shortly, but not yet. But I do want to talk about this before we move on. So Sonic opened last week at the time of recording this, and I don't think it's the highest grossing video game movie.
I think it is.
Is it? I think I didn't
No,
remember.
it's not the highest grossing yet.
I don't think it's the highest grossing video game movie ever. I think it has the highest grossing or the fastest grossing opening weekend for a video game movie.
Yeah.
I know what I was going to say was that it passed Detective Pikachu's opening weekend. It made more money than Detective Pikachu did in its opening weekend. I don't know if it's the highest grossing yet.
It's not
It
yet.
feels like it's a little too soon.
I
But-
feel like this one might hit $1 billion.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
it hit
Not a
about-
lot of movies hit $1 billion.
Did you see last year?
As in,
The amount of movies that hit $1 billion.
well, yeah, but they were all like most of them were Disney movies.
Joker.
Well, I mean, it's a comic book movie.
Okay, but it's not. You never know.
Well,
I mean-
according to Happy Gamer,
Yeah, fact check.
Sonic the Hedgehog sets record as the highest grossing video game movie release of all time.
Oh, wow, that was
Damn.
fast.
11 hours.
hours.
Oh, they're so fast, bro.
Oh my god.
That was 11 hours ago.
That
so
was
it's-
actually fast though.
That was
Especially
recently.
because like, you know, there's like a lot of big budget video game movies and even big budget video game movies that released like recently. Like Assassin's Creed released like a few years ago. There's the new Tomb Raider came out. I didn't really like the new Tomb Raider and I didn't watch Assassin's Creed. I don't know. I feel like not a lot of people go to see video game movies other than like super recognizable brands.
Yeah, that's why.
And that's why Detective
made a lot.
Pikachu and Sonic are making a lot of money.
Next
Well,
is
Detective
Mario.
Pikachu isn't still making a lot of money,
But it did.
but it did, and now Sonic is making a lot of money. And we'll talk more about Sonic soon. But that also begs the question because Sonic and Detective Pikachu are both generally seen to be good movies. So now we just have to wait and see if the Mario movie by Illumination is going to be any good.
Oh
If
my
that's-
god.
It's by Illumination.
Yeah.
I think about that.
See, I'm like cautiously optimistic for it because I appreciate the fact that it's fully animated. I really hope that Illumination's typical art style doesn't carry over to it. I hope it looks
Minions
like. I
pop
hope
up
it
in
looks
Mario.
like.
Can they be minions, please?
No.
The Goombas turn
You know
into
what? You know what? You
minions?
know what is gonna be the worst is sitting in the theater and the Illumination logo pops up and then
it's
the
the
minion.
Minions.
It's gonna be the minion singing the Mario theme and hitting a coin block.
No,
Yeah, that's
they
what it's
should
gonna
make
be.
it Goombas. Just
No, it's gonna because the Illumination logo has the minion in it.
Yeah, I know
And
it
it's
will
gonna
be
be-
minions.
It's gonna
but
be a minion doing something Mario related.
It should be Goombas, but I know they're still gonna make it minions.
Yeah.
I think they should.
They
just
have to
make
push
the
their
Goombas
brand.
in the minions.
Oh, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
minion in a plumber Mario suit.
Yeah, or like a minion gets stuck in a pipe or something and then like farts in it
At
or
least-
something.
At least Mario being a 2021 release will delay him from making any more Minions movies.
And also, I feel like there's like I said, I hope it looks like a Mario game. I hope it looks like a higher quality Mario Odyssey cutscenes, essentially.
Oh yeah.
I hope they get back Charles Martinet. I think I talked about this recently.
Last podcast.
Yeah, last podcast to voice Mario. And Nintendo was like heavily involved with it, so I don't think they would let like Illumination because Nintendo barely had any involvement with the last Mario movie, and we all know how that turned
Yeah.
out. So
We talked about that a long time ago.
yeah, you don't want to know about that here.
You want to go back and watch.
Unstable Opinions episode
No,
2.
they're definitely gonna be like very on top of this movie because Nintendo is especially with Mario, like they're very
Yeah.
cautious on what they let the public see.
Yeah, and after the original Mario movie, they didn't license their characters to other companies for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they must trust them to do a good job.
Because their animation is good.
Well, it's
not-
like I don't
they
like
have a
their
good-
style. I don't like their like art style, but I mean, I can see if they use the character designs from the games, I can see that translating well to a Mario movie.
Mhm.
Just like seeing like the Mushroom Kingdom like fully animated and everything.
Uh-huh.
I just hope that they stay faithful to it and don't like.
Try and put it on Earth.
Yeah, I
Wow.
hope that it's a Mario movie set in Mario's world and it feels like Mario, essentially. So
Mario.
that should be an easy thing to do, but for
we'll
some
see.
reason, that just seems like the kind of thing that Hollywood studios are reluctant to do when adapting a property like that. So
Mhm.
See, I just feel like it'd be really hard to put Mario on Earth. Like if
yeah. Especially because he's not like a creature or anything, he's just an Italian man. He's like speaking broken English and he's like supposed to be like a fish out of water, but like he's still
just
like
another Italian dude.
it'd be like New Donk City. He just coexists alongside normal humans.
Yeah, normal humans who
Yeah.
are 3 times his size. and
Yeah. And like they don't have like giant noses.
Look
or-
like normal humans.
Yeah. Anyway, this topic was about Sonic making money. Sonic made a lot of money. And we're going to talk about Sonic soon. But first, we are going to go around and say what we've been playing or watching. You guys don't usually have a lot for this topic. But do you have anything or should I go first?
you go first with the name.
Yeah,
Not
you
in
guys-
Minecraft.
You guys think about this. Well, oh yeah, no, you haven't done that in a couple weeks.
I did. No, I did. I just haven't put the
You haven't
episode
put the
out
video up.
because it's
We're
like
all
a
anxiously
3-part.
awaiting the return of
sure.
Skater799's modded Minecraft Let's Play.
See, like I have to edit the whole 3-part video to know which snippets are going to be in what part.
Mhm.
But that's probably going to come out this week, actually, before this podcast goes out.
Mm.
So there should already
So
be
we'll have
another-
nothing to complain about by the time this goes up.
Yeah, there should already be another episode out, and then I'll have 2 more already pre-edited
Yeah.
for the next 2 weeks.
All I've
So
really
I'm-
been watching is the Arrowverse shows, watching all the Crisis events like take place
Mhm.
like post Crisis and seeing all the changes in the shows.
That's cool.
I have not been watching.
Don't
that.
spoil anything.
I've been.
I mean, I'm only gonna say Supergirl's really good with Lex Luthor. That's the only reason I can watch the show.
Mhm.
I've been watching season 5 of Magicians, and I have been playing some GTA, some
With
Skyrim.
Alan Vo.
No, I hate that guy. Yeah, I have Skyrim now on my PC, so maybe we'll like stream it or something. That's about it. Check out my link tree
In the description
in the
below.
description below. All right, now Chris is gonna dive in to what he's been doing.
I mean, I don't really have a lot either. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft recently.
Mhm.
because I got my girlfriend Tati into it. I got her Minecraft on Valentine's Day, which is the most romantic Valentine's present you could
course.
ever give someone.
I got Angela a Minecraft sheep, by the way, a plushie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got it for her, and we've been playing a lot. We've been like making a house. Our house actually burned down last time we played because I think neither one of us know what happened because we were both away. But I think I made like a trash can out of lava, but I put it in like a stone hole. But I guess like sometimes
I told you that I thought it could be lightning striking.
yeah, but I don't think it was. I don't think we were having bad weather.
Okay.
So I have no idea what it was.
How high was the wood from the lava?
It was 3 blocks. So
I don't know if that I think that's too far.
yeah, I thought so too. But then the house burned down. So
Well, the hole was like the hole had the walls made out of stone too.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Then I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. But I removed the trash can just to be safe, and I rebuilt the whole house. But I've been playing a ton of Minecraft on that server and the other server.
Your Minecraft beds are right next to each other, right?
Yes. It's super serious.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I've been playing a lot of that. I've been working on videos for my own channel, so I've been watching those over and over again. And Star Wars: The Clone Wars first episode of the new season came out yesterday at the time of recording.
I still have to watch the rest of the seasons.
Dude, it's so good, and season 7 is off to a great start. It's a clone focused episode, and it's really cool so far. I'm really excited to see where it's going to go the rest of the season, and how it's going to tie in with Star Wars Episode 3 later on. But it just feels so good to be watching new Clone Wars. It feels like it never ended.
Mm-hmm.
And the animation is an improvement from everything before, and everything before was really good too. But so far, it just feels like Clone Wars animation, but like updated.
Yeah.
From when it first came out. So I'm really loving it so far, and I can't wait for the rest of the episodes. And I want to do a review of it when the full season is out. But I also know that Gabe, have you seen any of Clone Wars?
I've seen some, but I need to catch up.
Yeah, and then Nick needs to catch up too.
I think I will.
And Tyler still hasn't
definitely.
caught up.
I know. I'm
He
really,
said he was
like,
gonna freaking. He said he was gonna
how
watch
he
the whole
hasn't
thing,
caught
and
up.
then
All he does is watch stuff.
yeah, I know. I don't
He
understand.
what else does he do? He goes to the gym and then he has like hours in his dorm.
I'm pretty
Now-
sure he's just crying to himself.
Chris, also, did you watch The Princess Bride before our last podcast, or did you not talk about that?
I mean, we watched The Princess Bride like a few nights ago.
So you haven't talked about it yet.
No.
I know you talked about Batman when you first watched.
Oh
it.
yeah, no.
I'm
so
doing this thing where
Gabe is trying to help me catch up on movies that I haven't seen. So he showed me The Princess Bride for the first time recently, and that movie is great.
so great. I love just I can't remember the guy's name, but he was in like Robin Hood Men in Tights.
The classic film.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite actors.
We're tired.
I'm not. I'm doing pretty good.
Well, me and Nick are both yawning over here, and
I can
I'm
hear
literally
that.
talking through the yawn. But what are you looking at?
The guy's name.
Oh,
So talk about The Princess Bride. Well, his name is Cary Ells, and he's a great actor, and he's really funny.
is he in anything other than those 2 movies?
I can find out. For
What's
you.
the most recent thing he was in? That's what I want to know, because I haven't seen him in
I
anything.
don't think he's really been in much recently. He has been.
He's sitting pretty on that Princess Bride money.
Yeah, Prince Ella Enchanted.
Oh my
Saw,
god!
He was in Saw, the first Saw. He
Oh
was
my god!
in Liar Liar.
How did I not recognize him?
He was in Twister. A Christmas Carol. He was in A Christmas Carol.
Like the Jim Carrey Christmas
Mhm.
Carol?
Yep. Saw 7. He was in Saw 7. I'm sure he's probably in many other Saws.
I mean,
Saw
I
2.
bet like they assumed. Oh, okay. I was gonna say if he was only in Saw 1 and Saw 7, I bet like his reveal of his return in Saw 7 was supposed to be a big deal, but also most people probably didn't recognize him
Uh-huh.
because most people aren't really invested in Saw lore.
It's says Wonder Woman, but like a 2011 Wonder Woman.
Was he one of the guys in Thor? Like one of his like friends? What are Thor's friends
No.
called?
It doesn't say that. Oh, he was in Billionaire Boys Club. That was 2018.
Wasn't the 2011 Wonder Woman an animated show?
Maybe.
I think the
There's
only
also TV
live-action
shows.
Wonder Woman before the movie
Oh
was
my
the TV
gosh.
show
Yeah.
in the 80s.
No, wait. I went to TV shows. He's in Stranger Things.
What?
He's in Stranger Things.
Who is he in that?
Let's find out, because that's crazy.
This is a long tangent, but
Yeah.
I want to go deeper down this rabbit hole.
He is the mayor, Larry Klein.
Huh. I don't
That's-
even remember their... Oh,
They did.
he's the guy that...
Hop talked to
Yeah,
the mayor.
yeah. No spoilers for Stranger Things. but
Yes, but
That's not even really
We
a
won't-
big deal in the plot, but still.
Carrie Ells.
I remember
is,
who
the
you're talking
mayor.
about now. Okay. So,
and he's also in X Files. All right, well that's it. That's the guy,
cool. That's the guy. What's his name?
Carrie Ells.
All right.
Let's move on from
Very
that.
cool.
We'll
Okay.
have I mean, we should have a lot more movies, I guess, every podcast to talk about, because I'm going to keep showing Chris movies.
Yeah, I'll
that
just
he's gonna see for the first
update
time.
on what I've checked off my watch list recently. But for now, let's talk about the main
newest
event.
movie that he's
The-
watched to check off his watch list, which is Sonic
the
the
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog movie.
The second best video game movie.
Is the first Detective Pikachu?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
That one is.
All right. So, before we get into the spoilery stuff, what are your guys' general thoughts?
Man,
That's Sonic the Hedgehog, right?
Man, that little guy, he runs real fast, don't he?
I mean, for me, I thought the movie was very well put together.
Mm-hmm.
And then, probably my only bad part is your biggest complaint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is?
It being on Earth.
Yeah.
But, it's not bad because they made it work,
Mhm.
but also I would have not.
Yeah.
I would have preferred it not to be on
They
Earth.
made it work better than the Mario movie,
They made it work
Yeah.
better than any movie.
but
It very much resembles Sonic more than the Mario movie resembles
kinda-
Mario.
It kind of reminds me of the first Thor movie where they set up Asgard and then they put the whole movie on Earth.
Oh yeah.
mhm.
Or like the Smurfs.
Oh
or
god,
So like movies like that. I feel like it's much better than
and this movie reminds me a
typical, like-
lot of the Smurfs. Actually,
yeah.
I think that's
It's
what I would
blue
compare.
guy finds a portal to the human world and has to team up with a down
up
on
with
his
a
luck human.
Yeah,
Like,
funny guy.
yeah.
Wow.
What, Gabe? What did you think?
I mean, I think it's as good as the Smurfs is. Really, it's.
Did you like the Smurfs?
I thought the Smurfs was pretty average.
Yeah.
This movie was pretty enjoyable to watch,
Mhm.
just because I was looking for the look of Sonic, how they were gonna keep him looking.
Yeah.
It looked good.
Yeah.
He looks much better than the first
Yeah.
draft.
I was gonna say this movie would not have worked if
No.
if they still had the old design.
I kind of want to know what the old design Baby Sonic would look like.
I want to know. Well, this is a spoiler. Never mind. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, I mean, in terms of what I thought, I thought it was fine. I think Ben Schwartz is good as Sonic.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a little. I thought Jim Carrey was great as
Jim Carrey.
Carrey was.
Can,
Dr.
can we
Robotnik.
get into?
I
what
love Jim
think
Carrey,
about
but
Jim
as
Carrey.
I was watching the movie, I'm like, you know who else would be
Well,
very
you
good
were
in this
you were
role?
saying you would lean over to me because me and Nick saw the movie together.
Yeah.
And he would lean over. He's like, Jake Gyllenhaal would have been great as Robotnik.
I think
But
that would be.
I
Great,
like
yeah.
seeing Jim Carrey doing stuff because I haven't seen Jim Carrey do stuff in a long time.
Mhm.
Since like Dumb and Dumber 2.
Who was the
which
other
was-
actor? Was it Jerry Trainer? I'm like, Jerry Trainer.
Oh,
would
yeah,
also
yeah,
be
yeah.
This good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they would definitely be good, but,
But I-
I'm for Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
as
I
well.
love Jim
But
Carrey in the
I
role.
like so what I've been saying since the beginning was I like Ben Schwartz as Sonic and I like Jim Carrey as Robotnik, but I wish that the movie was about Robotnik going to Sonic's world instead of the other way around.
Well, definitely. Yeah.
Because I mean, I guess we'll get into spoiler stuff now, like plot details, but overall, I think it's a fine movie. It's not like, don't know if I would like. I mean, I would probably watch it again. I don't know. I feel like
It's not something I'd go back to the movie theater, but when it comes
yeah,
out,
when
I'll
it comes
watch
out
it
on
again.
DVD, I'll watch it again. But I feel like I like Detective Pikachu better as a movie because it embraces the world, or like as a video game movie because it embraces the world of Pokemon. Whereas this, it does sort of feel like, you know, you watch Sonic and he interacts with like the human characters, and the human characters are just way less interesting, other than Robotnik, of course. But like, the human characters just like, you know.
We know that
I don't really
world.
care. I don't really care about
We live
the humans.
in
I
that
wanna
world.
watch.
We don't need to know about that.
Yeah, and it's just compared to like the wacky freaking Sonic world. It's just the human world is just less interesting. So watching Sonic do Sonic things is really fun, and all the like.
I
know,
did like
Easter
that
eggs
one part where Sonic took the turtle and he's like, and the turtle's like, please put me down.
Is that a spoiler?
I thought we were in
mean,
spoilers.
No, I
don't
didn't
know.
say.
I don't think it is a spoiler, but
Okay, well, I mean that's not a big.
Well, let's just get
plot
into
detail.
spoilers. I
But
guess.
yeah, I was just finishing my general thoughts, so I think it's fine. I wish it took place entirely in Sonic's world, but for what it is, for the movie that they made, I think it could
I
have been
think
a
it
lot
gave
worse.
good opportunity.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that they went back and redid the design of Sonic.
Of course.
Oh god.
That's mainly the
because
reason why I went
They
to
didn't
see
have
it.
to. Yeah, they didn't have to do that, but they were willing to be like, okay, we made a mistake. We're gonna fix it for you guys, and it paid off. So, all right,
It
now let's
really
get
did
into
pay off.
specific details. And so, spoiler warning for Sonic. We all think it's a good movie. So, if you're interested in seeing it, go see it. You'll probably like it, especially if you already like Sonic. So, anyways, spoilers, details, more stuff. So,
Let's talk about Donut Lord.
so
Oh my god.
I want to talk about at the very beginning of the movie, which is I knew this was gonna happen, but I still was disappointed by it when I actually watched the movie. Where you know the very beginning of the movie is Sonic in Green Hill Zone,
Yep.
and it looks amazing, and they play like the music from like the intro to Sonic Mania in that, and while he's like running around, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then you know the owl that's like Sonic's protector.
Yeah.
That's like a completely new character. That was weird, but I was like, all right. I mean,
Down
like,
for- I mean,
it makes about as much sense as everything else in
the
Sonic's
point
world.
of this film, I think, would have been great if we explored Sonic's world more.
Yeah.
I wanted to learn more about how things
yeah,
are.
and
over
like
there.
and like you know, and a tribe of echidnas all
Yeah.
attack Sonic. I'm like, oh my god, like all the like you know. It does make me wonder, you know, what the echidnas looked like before the redesign of Sonic, but
Yeah. Oh god. Oh no. I didn't
but-
think about that.
yeah, but that was really cool. But you know, then after that he
It's
goes to
just
the
right
human
in-
world, and it's just like, you know, it just makes me like I got like goosebumps while I was watching the opening, and I was like so excited about it, and then like you know he goes to the human world. I'm like, okay. I mean, like,
Yeah, well, that was
Tom,
over.
Tom Wachowski or whatever his name is, James
It's
Marsden's
Donut
character.
Lord.
Yeah.
Come on,
Um,
the proper name.
I'm like,
Donut
okay,
Lord.
now we get to focus on him and his police officer career.
How's that going for you?
Yay.
See, just because they kept calling him Donut Lord throughout the whole movie is the only reason I enjoyed it.
I think that talking about the intro, I feel like they should have spent the exact opposite amount of time in the real world as they did in Green Hill Zone.
Yeah.
They should have like flipped it. It should have been like tiny little
Yeah.
cameos of
It's like-
Sonic going into
like
our
energy,
world.
Yeah, it's like it's like Sonic, like, you know, he does like the thing where he lets off like the energy pulse like he does in the baseball diamond in the movie that like alerts everyone to his presence, but it actually like Dr. Robotnik has like some sort of sensor on Earth that can detect that sort of thing from like other planets or something, and then he goes there to try to find Sonic.
It should have started with Robotnik on Earth, like kind of reading these frequency things, and then they pick up a weird ping that is Sonic, and then they go into Green Hill Zone and kind of like backtrack, show you how that happened.
I thought the opening of the movie was funny, where it's like Sonic being chased by Robotnik.
So you wonder
through the city.
how I got here.
Yeah, I was like, yep, that's me.
Yeah.
You're probably wondering how I got into this situation, but that was like, even that scene before we're in Green Hill Zone where they're running through the city, I was like, oh man, I know this is like the end of the movie and we're gonna have to wait to get back to it.
It's another
That scene is
Megamind.
awesome too.
Yeah.
Like it would have been cool if it was like Sonic running through all the different zones of the games and stuff.
Oh yeah.
If we were in Sonic's world. But for like going to like the pyramids and like the Great Wall of China and stuff, just running around like watching Eggman chase Sonic, and they actually like justify the fact that Eggman is able to move as fast as Sonic, and also like just the way Sonic moves in that last sequence is very reminiscent of how he moves in the 3D Sonic games. Like he puts his hand on the ground to like drift around a corner, and he like slides underneath the bus or whatever. That stuff is really cool, and there's like scattered Easter eggs related to Sonic's past throughout the movie. But, like I said before, just the human stuff I just did not find as interesting as any of the Sonic stuff.
And you don't really go to the Sonic movie to watch humans
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah.
otherworldly creatures.
I
Yeah.
just hope Sonic 2 has more Sonic creatures.
Yeah,
Sonic
me too.
2, yeah.
I mean, because, this is a major spoiler, which
But
we already
where's
gave
the
the spoiler
spoiler
warning.
We're
section?
done. Yeah.
Tails shows up at the end of the movie, which also, I wonder what Tails looked like.
I
before the
really, I
redesign.
actually did not think that Tails was gonna make it.
Yeah, but...
That just means we have to get Knuckles in the next movie.
Yeah, and it was weird. It was weird to me too because
Ugandan
I mean, are they going to do it like they did with the actual Sonic games, where Sonic 1 is just Sonic, and then Sonic 2 is Sonic and Tails, and then Sonic 3 is Sonic and Knuckles?
That would be real. I mean, that's great.
When do
I'm
we
on
see
board for that.
Shadow?
But
Sonic
no,
4?
Shadow is when things go off the rails. That's
What about? But when does Sonic get unleashed?
yeah.
when
When
does
does
that
Sonic
happen?
turn into the werewolf?
When does Sonic go 06?
Oh god.
Huh?
When does Sonic kiss a human woman?
Oh my god.
Um.
Sonic baby, Sonic human baby, or
Baby Sonic.
mutations.
Oh god. But yeah. What was it? I was gonna say. I feel like this movie, relative to other movies about these CGI creatures finding a portal to the real world, I feel like this one I like it more than the others, and I can't even really put my finger on why. I think it's mostly
The
just
rings.
because the cringy comedy is kept to a minimum. Like
Yeah.
I didn't particularly think most of this movie was really funny, but I didn't think it was like awkward. Like I feel like even when a joke didn't land, it wasn't like ugh, like really.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like if
It wasn't
they,
like an eye rolling sort of thing.
they didn't try to make it as funny as they would want it to be, because
Mm-hmm.
probably a lot of that comedy would be cringe comedy.
Hmm.
It just wouldn't land all the time.
Yeah, I do think the one character I thought was like kind of annoying was what's I keep forgetting whether his name is Tom or Todd. I think it's Tom, right? James Marsden.
Oh,
I think it's Tom.
wait, was it Todd? I thought it was.
It's Tom's wife's sister that hates Tom and wants his sister to divorce him for no reason. And that's literally like her entire personality.
That's her.
And they just dragged that joke on for so long.
I just like that they tied her up and left her there.
Yeah.
We're not going back.
No, yeah, it's Tom.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like.
Okay. Best speedster scenes in cinematic movies.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
bar scene.
There was another one. There was the bar scene, and then
You said there's the scene where he's running away with the turtle,
but like,
which was
Yeah.
funny.
but it was like it
I
was
like
one
that
of the
one.
bar scene like scenes, but there was another one. I think.
Oh,
at-
it was the one where he gets all the missiles shot at him.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that was the big.
And he
scene.
knocks Tom and his wife off the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was fun.
And they
I just
died.
like those speedster scenes. I'm like, they can't get better than Quicksilver. They did it.
I mean,
They did
it
it.
is basically the same thing,
Except
you know,
they
but it makes sense. I feel like it makes sense.
they
for them to
performed
do
it better.
And also the way they use the rings in the movie, which ties into that scene of like him pushing them off the building and then throwing a ring to like move them to somewhere else. I liked. I mean, I was at first when I first saw the trailer, I was like, oh, that's like a weird way to use rings. But rings have like they've always been sort of like portals to bonus levels and stuff, and like in the Sonic Mania opening cinematic, like, you see the rings as portals to other areas.
Mhm.
So it's not like unheard of for rings to be
It's
used
not out
that
of
way.
left field or anything.
Yeah.
It's just we've never really seen much of it.
Yeah, not like just like it's kind of just been a thing where like you don't really think about it.
Yeah, and now it's a main mechanic of the movie.
Yeah. And I guess the whole thing is like, Sonic loses his rings and then he's like powerless.
Yeah.
I need to get my rings to get to the Mushroom Planet and meet Mario.
Oh my God, the crossover.
Yeah. No,
That
at
would
the end of the Mario movie, Detective Pikachu's going to come out.
Oh
He's
no,
like, I
he's gonna
need
be
your
like,
help.
The Smash Brothers initiative.
no.
What's the
I was gonna say
Taboo-
something like that.
Taboo has attacked the Pokemon world. I
Can
need
you
your help.
imagine?
Master Hand is going around.
Oh, it's so bad because they're all in Smash.
Yeah.
They should. I mean, this should be a fighting movie.
I mean,
I wonder if they would like. I was talking about this. I think I was talking about it with you.
Yeah.
Nick. Where if they did do a crossover movie, I wonder if they would actually use the same like canon as the movies themselves and just do a big crossover.
Oh yeah,
see,
yeah.
the
Like
thing is,
keep
what's
what they're.
weird,
Yeah.
Like Sonic and Pikachu are both live action.
Yeah,
Mario
Mario's
won't be.
animated, but they're both animated characters though.
Yeah, they can easily.
So
make
if they put those characters in a CGI world, I don't think it would be
like,
that jarring.
as long as Ryan Reynolds is still Pikachu. it's
Yeah,
fine.
they need to find a way to
Oh.
undo the ending of Detective Pikachu. No spoilers for that movie, but
Oh man,
You should have
God,
seen it
yeah.
already.
yeah, you should have seen it already. That movie's great, and again, I appreciate that movie because I do feel like, this movie is the Sonic movie is fine for what it is, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's sort of even unfair to judge it as like, oh, I wish it was this instead, and I like it less because of that. But I think the movie is just okay as it is. I feel like I would have enjoyed it more if it was taking place in Sonic's world, just from a fan service point of view. I feel like because there's so much you can do with that world and those characters, and I feel like it is that Hollywood thing where it's like, oh, it's bizarre, so we need to like put him in the real world and like have like human characters
Yeah, but
react
I
to
want
him,
to see
have
the-
characters like react to him and be like, oh, what is that
See,
thing?
but
You
the
know?
whole point of film is to world build. We want to.
I
see
want to
worlds and
see
characters
his world
being
get
built.
built. I'm not against him being in the real world. I would have been, upset if they did it one way and not the other.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see both, but they have to do it at least.
Well, because
more.
Sonic has interacted with humans before. It's usually in his lesser games.
Yeah,
but
yeah. 06.
yeah,
No, but like at least do it like equally.
yeah.
If
I wanted way more. Of
if
Sonic.
not more,
especially
because
it just looks so good.
Yeah, they
like
did
Green
it well.
Hill Zone looks great.
They're
And then
it's
at
great.
the end of the movie, I feel like they line it up more with what the games are, where it's like Sonic is calling Robotnik Eggman, and like he shaves his head and he looks way more like the Eggman from the games.
Oh yeah.
And Tails comes.
It's promising for
from-
the second movie.
Yeah,
That we'll get
but
more.
that does
what
make
we
me
want.
wonder whether the second movie is going to be more of mostly taking place in the real world, or whether they are going to go back the other way.
See, they listen to us complain about Sonic. Maybe they're listening to us wanting to go back to the.
But
Sonic
nobody
world.
is. I mean, I feel like I'm in the minority though, saying that
may-
because most people are like loving this movie.
I mean, it could be Tails went to Earth to find Sonic because he needs Sonic's help back on
yeah,
their.
that's what it
planet.
sounded like.
Like, I hope that's the case because I don't
Yeah.
want to see Tails explore Earth. I want to see him go back.
Oh
and-
no! Oh my God! It's just Sonic again, but with Tails
Yeah,
going.
Like, I don't
around
want the
Earth.
same movie. If we have different worlds, then why not use them?
yeah. It does. I mean, but like. Then it's like, is Tom gonna be in the movie too, and is he gonna be like reacting to every? He's gonna be like the Hollywood executives see as like our point of view in the story, where he just reacts
Oh,
to
man.
everything like,
Like,
oh,
what the
like
hell?
what
yeah.
is that? We don't have that back on Earth.
It's cringy, just you
yeah,
acting it out.
exactly.
I can't
See, I
imagine.
wouldn't be mad if they just made Tom like a side character in the next movie.
Mhm.
Like, Tails comes, he finds Sonic, he's like, I need your help.
Yeah.
And Tom is like, what the fuck, there's another
Yeah.
one? And then he's like, oh, and then Sonic's like, I'll be back, and then he doesn't come back to the end of the movie.
Yeah, just have him like at the bookends of the movie,
Yeah.
and the meat takes.
It could
place.
be like Muppets Most Wanted, where like Jason. What? How do you pronounce his last name? Segal. Jason Segel. I think it's Jason Segel.
Let's go with that.
I think it's him and Amy Adams in the Muppets, right? The 2011 one.
I don't know.
It's not really important, but the point is their characters in the movie. They're not in the second one, but they show up at the very beginning. And they don't even really say anything. It's just like, I think it's like just doubles of them from the back because they couldn't get the actors back. So they're technically in the movie, but then they're never mentioned again.
Yeah.
After the fact. Maybe it could be like that.
Yeah. Just don't get the actor back and have the back of his head.
I'm sure they would, if they did make him a minor character, they would have him like say something, because it is like the ending of this movie is basically Sonic becomes like their kid. Which is like, they say they're friends, but then he's like, he's living with them and he has like his room and everything, and like, I don't know.
You have roommates.
It is weird. It was weird to me whenever they would acknowledge that Sonic was like a kid, because it's like, he's a baby, and I think it's like, I think they say the time gap is like 10 years between when he's a baby and when he's not. But I guess at that point he would be like a teenager or like a young teenager.
Yeah.
Which is weird to think about because I don't really ever think about Sonic's age, but it's like when they treat him like a kid, it's just really okay, I guess he's a kid.
Yeah.
He's a blue hedgehog.
I'm a hedgehog. What do you think I am?
Yeah, I mean, before Sonic, most people didn't even know what hedgehogs were. So
I know what they look like because I have.
He has
one.
a hedgehog,
and they do not look like
and
Sonic.
And you didn't name him Sonic.
I wanted to.
Well,
that was the name.
At the same time, I feel like Sonic is a pretty generic hedgehog name at this point.
And he doesn't. He does not run.
He doesn't run fast.
When he runs, his name is Loki, by the way.
Yeah.
Which I think is acceptable.
Yeah.
For the little master of mischief, but when he runs, it's really fast. But he just never runs. He likes to just like stay put, and if you get close to him, he'll like spike up and then just hiss.
So you got a lazy hedgehog.
We have a scared hedgehog. Oh. He's a scaredy cat.
Would he be scared of Sonic?
No.
I thought they would have.
Friends.
You know how they have Sonic interact with the dog?
Yeah.
I figured they would have had Sonic interact with a
real hedgehog. No, that's for the second one.
Yeah, they're like, that's a hedgehog. He's like, no, I'm a hedgehog.
No. What is that little freaky
What
thing?
is that?
What is that?
Oh man. But yeah, I mean,
got through Eggman.
Eggman is so good. That's the.
I like to usually bring up the score, but I didn't really like. Other than the music that was pulled directly from the games, I didn't really think it was anything too special.
I was really happy that they got the music. It was from Sonic Mania.
It was Sonic Mania in the beginning, and then I think it was Sonic Mania in the beginning. And then they have Green Hill Zone at the beginning, again at the beginning and the end of the movie. It's like they have a piano version of Green Hill Zone at the end. Yeah. And they have like, I think it's an orchestral version of it at the beginning. Which another thing was like, they put the Sega logo in front of the movie, and it's like they show footage of all the different like Sega games, and it's like, can you imagine if Sega actually took advantage of all their IP and made like a film studio?
Dude, they could have the Sega Cinematic Universe.
They should just have a video game cinematic universe.
They should just have the Smash Brothers Initiative.
Yeah.
And then they have to fight. I would love to see a movie about them like going against Master Hand and stuff. And
make
the
Taboo
story
into like Thanos. Like Master Hand is who they fight in the first movie, and then like they build up to Taboo.
Yeah, come on.
That would be
awesome.
Ryan
Reynolds at the center of that would be the best thing they can ever do.
Okay,
fucking cool.
What they should do for the crossover of like Mario and Sonic and
turn Justice Smith's character into Pokemon Trainer.
Yeah, well, yes, but no, what they should do is have like the human character will be Ryan Reynolds, but you won't know until like the end that he was Detective Pikachu. Yeah. And until like they bring in the Pokemon, and then that's how they bring that in.
No, but like I mean everyone's like mentioned that. I think one person that was like working on Detective Pikachu like said like like obviously we would be awesome to do a Smash Brothers movie, but first we need to do all the individual movies first. So
And now they
I guess we'll
animated
see
a
what
Sonic
happens
movie.
after. I do
And a
feel like
Mario
in the
movie.
age of every studio trying to make a cinematic universe, I feel like that would be something that they would consider pursuing.
See, the
But-
biggest issue I find with here right now is Sonic was produced by Paramount.
Yeah, that's
Detective
what I was gonna
Pikachu's
say. Yeah.
Warner Bros. And Mario's being produced by Illumination.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they're all see. That's the thing is that you have to wonder like where all the rights come in.
You don't
like, all
have
the contracts
big,
and stuff
you know,
because
Big Brother Disney out here pulling it all together.
yeah. It's like
So-
every video game movie is being produced by a different studio, so
But
it's
at
like
the
Can
same
you
time,
really
Nintendo
trust-
owns it all except
Yeah.
Sonic. But like Sega would always
Sega and
ride
Nintendo are buddies. They would work it out.
They would, that,
But-
yeah. But the only way I can see that working, you know, copyright wise, is
Yeah.
if in all these like contracts that the video game companies have
Mhm.
with these movie companies, if they like put something about allowing crossovers with their other,
Yeah.
you know, things.
And I also feel like it could be a sort of, and I mentioned this to Nick earlier too, like a couple days ago, where they could have like the actors come back for the Smash Brothers movie,
But
but
they
it's
can
not
animate it.
technically in the same universe. Like it's not technically the same Sonic as the one from the Sonic
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
but it's it's still Ben Schwartz, and it's like it's just fully animated
At the
Sonic.
same time,
They
I
would
think it'd be
just-
super cool if they did put it. I think if the best universe for them to put the Super Smash Bros. In would be the Pokemon universe.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, that's the most like
Just because it's
developed and like realistic.
I feel like
one
so
that we
far,
have so
Detective
far.
Pikachu is the only example of, well, not the only example of a faithful adaptation of a video game world, but I feel like it's one of the only good video game movies that actually stays true to the source material and like embraces it.
I just remembered. What if they did it like they did with Subspace Emissary? They take all the different worlds and combine them.
Mm.
And so their whole
Well-
goal in the movie is to take their worlds back apart, and they have to beat Master Hand to do
Yeah,
that.
like all their different worlds are being dragged into subspace and like
They have to.
yeah.
I mean,
Win the
it's
subspace.
you know very influenced by that one movie.
That would be if they did it right. That would be
That
awesome.
sounds like Crisis on Infinite Earth with video game characters.
That
It
be
would
cool.
just I would watch it
I would-
definitely. I'd pay money. I'd
Mhm.
pay twice as much.
And
to
I
see
feel like
that.
it's good. It's good that we can say that with the Sonic movie, they did a good enough job with Sonic himself that we
Yeah,
would like to see
that
more
I
of
want to
this
see.
Sonic.
Yeah,
It does make me a little sad though because like the current voice actor for Sonic in the games, Roger Craig Smith, he tweeted because I guess people were asking him like if he was upset that he didn't get the role of Sonic in the movie.
uh-huh.
And he was like, and he said something like, people asking like if I'm upset if I didn't book a part, and he's like, the answer is always yes. I'm an actor, I want the gig. But in the end credit scene when Tails comes, Tails is voiced by the same voice actress that voices Tails in the games.
Oh my god!
So-
I did not know that.
Yeah, I thought it was at first, but I was like unsure. But I looked it up afterwards.
Yeah, I
and
didn't have
it
you
was.
there to fact check.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do.
Well, I mean, you could just Google it.
Yeah, but I really didn't think that much of it. I was just excited.
Apparently, one of the military guys that Dr. Robotnik talks to in this movie is the previous voice of Dr. Robotnik from the Sonic cartoons.
Really?
Yeah, which is funny to me because Dr. Robotnik basically talks to him about how he's worthless and he's so much better
It's
than
that
him.
one?
Yeah.
Dude, it's the guy.
I think so.
He was an Arrow villain, season
Uh-huh.
4.
Oh
I
my
think
god!
I think it's that guy. It might be a different guy.
I had no idea he voiced Robotnik.
Oh wait, you know what? I don't think it was that guy. I think it was the other guy that was the one that talked about bringing in Robotnik in the first place. He's the
Oh.
one that shows up at their door at the end and talks about Olive Garden.
Oh, oh. Well, that's still a really cool like addition. It sucks that they made all of those like cameos and they didn't have the voice actor for
Yeah.
Sonic.
Yeah,
They're waiting until the second one.
they should bring back Urkel because Urkel played, or Jaleel White
Uh-huh.
played Urkel, and he played
Urkel.
Sonic.
You should bring back Urkel.
Bring back
because
Urkel.
this guy played Urkel. So Urkel. You're a funny guy.
It makes me wonder if there are any other hedgehogs.
There's
'Cause
mine. There's Loki. He's in
No,
my
I mean
house.
in the Sonic
Shadow.
world.
Shadow.
No, Shadow was like a science experiment,
Isn't he a
and he
hedgehog?
hasn't been created yet in this universe,
As far as you know.
as far as I know. Who would voice Shadow?
The voice actor for Sonic in the games.
How would
They
why
wouldn't
they
bring back Shadow's voice actor.
Oh, but then
They would bring back.
So we were talking about how like for a Smash Bros. Movie we'd need the base game. So we'd have Detective Pikachu, Mario, and Sonic. The last one we would for sure need is Kirby. How would a Kirby movie turn out?
it would just be like,
No, I
remember
feel like-
those videos you showed me like yesterday or something?
Oh, Speed of Kirby.
Speed of Kirby. Check out Speed
Oh
of Kirby. By the
no,
way.
a full movie of
A
that.
full movie of
There's
Speed of
already
Kirby.
like 10 of those.
Well, 11 is needed.
But I feel like if they were gonna do,
Oh crap! Legend of Zelda.
yeah, no, they would need.
Oh,
I feel
wow.
like if they were gonna do, like 5 characters, right?
Yeah.
Or 6 characters. There's 6 original Avengers, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it should be, Detective Pikachu, Sonic, Mario, Samus, Fox, and Link.
Link, yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see.
And then Kirby would be a character introduced within the Smash Bros. Movie.
Yes, because
Yeah.
Kirby doesn't speak, so like you could
You can't
you
really
could
base
do a
that
Kirby
much
movie,
of a,
like movies like Shaun the Sheep and stuff show how you can make a movie without
Minions.
Well,
just
and
pantomiming.
I mean, the thing
stuff.
is, you have to think about like in the Mario movie, Luigi's gonna be introduced, Yoshi's gonna be introduced.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
have
Like-
all
yeah.
these characters are also gonna be
yeah,
there.
but in
Each-
terms of the 6, like
the
we'll
6
have
movies
the 6
that they
main
need.
speaking roles,
Yeah.
and then like the other characters will be like side roles. Like basically, Kirby will be like the Hulk, but like he doesn't speak the whole time. He
Yeah.
just makes noises.
Well,
um,
We
there's
would
also
basically
Kirby.
have like a more like Avengers Age of Ultron style movie.
Yeah,
Because-
and then I feel like characters like Ness or something would come later.
They should
because they're a
also
little
just
bit
try
more
to make
niche.
it like they shouldn't, think about what worked for Avengers and imply it like
Mm-hmm.
here. This is I want them to really get into the lore that they have in these games because I want to see,
Mhm.
especially like with a Legend of Zelda movie or
Dude.
and a Samus movie,
Metroid movie.
whatever. I couldn't remember the name.
At some point, we'd have to get a Fire Emblem.
At least I know
movie.
Samus is a
Yeah.
girl. Okay.
Dude, I remember when there was rumors that there was going to be a Legend of Zelda Netflix series.
No, I didn't even.
There
hear
was
about
rumors years ago that there was going to be a Legend of Zelda Netflix series, and I was so sad that they weren't real. And then there was shortly after that, I think it was after that, there was like somebody released like a fan made trailer for a Studio Ghibli style Legend of Zelda animated movie,
that.
and it looks so good, and it makes me so sad that there isn't any other
There's gonna
Legend of
be
Zelda
one soon.
content
There
other than
has
the
to be one.
cartoon.
Yeah, no, I want them to make a movie. That the
Okay,
story's so
did we get
interesting.
Detective Pikachu last year?
Yes.
We got Sonic this year, Mario next year.
Wait, was Detective Pikachu 2018?
I don't know.
I feel like
I
it was
think
2018
It may have been last year.
because God, I don't remember. Because Sonic was supposed to come out last year.
Detective Pikachu is a 2019 film.
Okay.
Okay, so we got Detective Pikachu 19, Sonic 20, Mario 21. So what if we get Legend of Zelda 22?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, and then they keep going. You get Metroid in 23.
Eventually, we're gonna get Sonic 2 and Detective Pikachu 2, though.
I mean, they might even start doing it. I feel like we've talked more about this potential Smash Brothers cinematic universe than we talked about the Sonic movie.
I know for a fact we have because I'm just
I just don't have much to say about the Sonic movie. I
I'm
think
more
it's-
excited for this potential
Yeah.
thing than I am for Sonic.
It's
really.
my actual dream.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm excited for Sonic sequels because if they actually take
It'll
advantage
be
of
more
the world,
in the
then
world. Yeah.
then that
What
would
if
be
we
awesome.
get more
but-
Sonic movies and a Smash Bros. Movie? What if they add different Sonic characters to Ultimate with DLC because they show up in the Smash Bros. Movie?
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I mean,
It'd be cool, but
if they did do that, I don't think it would be because of the Smash Brothers movie. I think it
Yeah.
would just be because they need more Sonic representation.
Like Tails
It is weird that Tails isn't in Smash yet.
or you
Like you would
Knuckles.
think there would be.
Yeah, Ugandan
I
Knuckles.
mean, Knuckles and
He
Shadow
knows
are
the
both
way.
assist trophies, so
Uh,
I don't know.
I think we should rate the movie and stop this madness.
I mean, we can talk. I mean,
I think we should just make an entire episode on our whole theory on.
I
the
already.
Super-
I mean, literally, like I think last year, maybe earlier than that. I was like up. I couldn't sleep, and all my best creative moments come when I'm either on the toilet or can't sleep. And I wrote like a whole fucking story treatment for all these phases of the Smash Brothers cinematic universe.
That's what happens
And like the
when you
story
sit on the toilet
details
for
and
40 minutes.
they should put me in charge of video game movies. I would actually like
Be true to
yeah.
the games.
Let's
So you
call it
wrote
Bowser.
down the phases of the
Yes.
and
And how they all tie together.
and you don't have like this up right now to talk about?
No. Because this was supposed to be about the Sonic movie.
Okay, let's
You
rate
should
the
have
Sonic
known
movie.
where. Okay,
This is-
you want to
of
go around and
course.
rate it?
Yeah.
I'll start. I'm going to give it 7.5 rings out of Baby Sonic.
Okay.
Alright. Well, okay, Sonic movie. I guess I'll go next.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought it was very, great to watch for the first time,
Mhm.
especially since I had so many things that I was looking forward to seeing how they're gonna handle.
Mhm.
Would I watch it again? Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't think I will.
I think
It's
I'd be
that's
bored.
not saying that like I didn't.
I think I'd skip
enjoy-
to the parts that I would like that
Yeah.
I liked. If
It's
I
not
watched
saying I
it
didn't
again.
really enjoy it. It's just I don't really look. I wouldn't be looking forward to sitting down and
Mhm.
watching it again. When I know the movie now, it had great parts and it's really got me excited for things that could come because of it.
Mhm.
But it was well done. They did good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rate it 6 Robotnik Jim Carreys out of 9 Liar Liar Jim Carreys.
I see you like the number 69.
What? I don't see your correlation there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, boomer.
I set the air in my car to 69 because I thought it was nice. That's just something I wanted to say.
I
Okay.
hate you, Gabe.
So yeah, I mean, I think the movie is fine. I think, relatively speaking, in terms of most other video game movies, it's fantastic. Obviously, I wish that it took more time. It spent more time in Sonic's world instead of the human world, because I just think putting Sonic in the human world is less interesting. But for what the movie is and what it was trying to do, I think they did it fine. There's nothing I really dislike about the movie. It's just I feel like it's just standard. But with Detective Pikachu last year and this movie this year, I feel like video game movies are on an upward streak, and I can only hope that that'll continue with the Mario movie. So, in terms of this movie, I think I'm gonna give it. Let's think about this. Let's do a stupid, smart one.
4 out of 20.
I'll give it 6 old busted up Sonic shoes out of his cool red Puma shoes.
Out of how many of those?
But I mean, have the ratings
I
ever
know.
made sense in terms of numerics?
It doesn't make sense.
His
in
red
terms of
shoes are a
anything.
10 out of 10.
Our
okay?
ratings are just a way of us to make funny references
6
at the
out of 10.
films that we're talking about.
At the expense of the film.
Guys, this was especially if you're a Sonic fan, a great thing to
A
watch.
video game fan.
Yeah, basically.
There'll be
Nintendo
parts
fan.
where you watch this and you're like, oh, that's that from whatever.
Yeah, and
that was my main sense of enjoyment out of it.
and seeing the Sonic world. And if you are excited for a sequel, then you should definitely watch this first one.
Yeah,
You
because
should also watch Detective Pikachu because, according to the box office, you guys haven't.
And how dare you?
that's not
assholes.
true.
Hey,
I don't-
According to the box office, more people have watched Sonic. But that doesn't mean
but Detective Pikachu.
that doesn't mean that everyone that watched Sonic didn't watch Detective Pikachu.
But
I have a feeling that anyone who comes to watch this review on our podcast of Sonic has definitely seen
I don't know if
Detective
Tyler has.
Pikachu. Well, then Tyler's just a
I
terrible
think we
human.
should slap him in the dick.
Or we could just show him the movie.
One of the two.
But
What
what
about
should
both?
definitely happen is you
We should-
guys should come back and see us in 2 weeks. We're going to have another episode. Thank you guys for watching. Well, listening.
I feel like this is like the first time in a long time that I actually don't know what we're gonna review next time.
Onward.
Onward.
Does Onward?
I think that's in 2 weeks, though.
I don't know if it'll
Maybe
be
it
out.
wouldn't be out in time.
Yeah.
Well,
If it is, it'll probably be that. If not, we'll figure something out. We'll
When
watch
does-
High School Musical.
when does
Okay, well-
Mystery Dungeon come out?
Same day as Onward.
Oh, wow.
We'll watch High School Musical 2 with Gabe.
And we're also going to watch many other movies with Chris.
I mean,
we'll
you
have
guys,
things to
you
talk
guys
about.
both watch Birds of Prey. I can watch it, and we can do that next time.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
I guess.
it will have been a while since it was out by the time we review it. But
Yeah.
if we have nothing else to watch, then why not?
It's been a while since Mario movie came out, but that didn't stop
Did we
us.
talk at all about Birds of Prey last time?
Maybe we should talk about it.
I don't
next
know.
time.
I don't remember whether I had seen it. No, because I saw Birds of Prey last weekend, like
Yeah.
the day before we watched Sonic.
Yeah.
Birds of Prey was good. I liked it.
I haven't
So-
seen it yet.
But maybe we'll talk more
So
about that
me and
later.
you need to see it.
We'll see that. And maybe talk about that. But, we'll have all that shit figured out by the next time. So you have a wonderful day or
Yeah.
evening.
We hope
morning.
we hope you enjoyed our thoughts about the Smash
you're-
Brothers cinematic universe and also some
Some of Sonic.
some scattered thoughts about Sonic.
If you're watching this in the morning while eating your breakfast, I'm sorry.
Who would do that?
I don't know who would.
But if you did do that, I hope
why
it's...
is your thing
good.
been like eating breakfast the last couple episodes?
What are you talking about?
Wasn't the last episode where you talked about like eating cereal?
Maybe, yeah, I think you would talk about that.
Did
right?
I?
Yeah. You were like,
You're
I
just
hope
so
you enjoyed
weird.
listening to this while you're eating your cereal.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's a little bit.
That's a
bit
very
random.
specific
That's a bit
thing.
random, but
Eating
okay.
cereal and watching videos is hard because like you crunch and like it makes this loud sound in your own ears.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Are you-
eating anything other
mean,
than
but-
like soft foods.
But like if you're eating cereal or chips, it's just worse than anything.
This is a weird outro.
It's always a weird outro. I tried to
Yeah.
end it like 5 minutes ago.
know.
And then
you
you
failed.
just...
Chris is the one that has to press the damn record button.
Well, Chris can press that.
Oh shit, we weren't recording this whole time.
Oh my god. I had the lens
All right.
on.
Well, I had the lens cap on. Well, we're gonna go re-record this whole podcast. Just kidding. See you next time. Thank
Love
you for
you.
listening.
Bye.
Eat your
Goodbye.
cereal, I guess.
Go fast.
And furious.
That's what we'll review next time.
Hey!